Hello and welcome back to another City Skylines time-lapse here in Camembert Coasts, where today we are transforming the southwestern isle into a massive island airport. Now, I imagine you've probably already watched the whole stream version of this, but feel free to stick around for this very short 7-minute time lapse on how I constructed this. Now, as always, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel because it does continue with my growth, which is very important. And we are only moments away, less than a month, till Cities Skylines 2 comes out, where we will be doing exactly the same thing. We will be building our first Cities Skylines 2 city on stream. But that will be probably a whole week starting on release day. So feel free, stay tuned, and I will get those posted as soon as I can. But anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump on in. So we start off by essentially terraforming and marking out this whole area, which is a pretty big sort of airport, probably one of the biggest ones I've ever created. Please ignore the name. Again, viewers in chat, you know what they can be like. But we went for a slightly odder shape, and we did add a little bit more onto this after we terraformed. As you can see here, these act as where I'd kind of want the runway to be. And we went for this terminal by Jokes, which is beautiful, upgrading those untouchable roads with that upgrade untouchables mod, just so we don't need any bus lanes. And we started trying to map out what kind of intersection we wanted here. I tried to keep this the same on both sides, but apparently maths is not my strong suit. But we did end up looking or getting something that looked pretty nice, if you do ask me. Now here at the end, we're just constructing a small little turnaround for everyone, but this does act as a little on-off ramp for the extra vehicles that will be coming here, you'll see shortly, adding in some of those decorative intersections. I do love this tool so much. I'm glad that they've kind of fixed this, but I do hope that there is a legacy mod for this in CS2. And then we started off mapping out where we wanted all of these runways. I believe we had 3 main runways, one north-south heading towards the Isle, one that runs along to the sand dune off of the west side, sorry, and then one at a slightly different angle but using this flat stretch to the north part of the Isle. And then this is something that I really struggled with. I loved these concourses, but I felt like at times they could be quite troublesome. We had to delete and start over a few times, so we went for a slightly more simple design, using these giant hubs at the end, adding in these larger plane stands in countless areas. But you'll see why I did this shortly. We wanted to create a huge two-way system, which took so much time on stream, even after we tried to get the look of everything. It looks mad, but it actually does work pretty well. And of course, we've got to add in those decorative objects, those little lounges for people. And then we needed to start planning out where our main stations were for this area. Now, we did activate and add in a cargo hub. You can see that just down at the bottom there as well. But this is going to act as our main passenger station for this entire region. This is going to be how people get in and out from the airport into the main city, or of course Applejack Isle. So you can see, went for a sunken sort of train station here, mainly underground to start off with, just because we had those runways going over the top of the highway and the train line. And we had to obviously connect it up to the other side because we ran a massive 4-lane railway track that kind of cuts through this area. And there you can see me adding in the cargo station, again having to bring that underground just because of how we planned the runways. And then joining up just onto the opposite side of here. I believe there's probably some collision underneath, I'm not gonna lie, but we never see it. And then once again connecting up on the other side. God, those trees are a nightmare. I need to be careful with those mods. Great mods, but they can cause some issues. And here, of course, just making sure it looks a little bit more beautiful and informed. And then we went in, added some props because we would need that level 3 airport, adding in these beautiful prop planes, which I believe are part of the expansion. And then, of course, we go heavy on the concrete. We got to make this look like an airport. And then we obviously used, this is the surface painter mod, but then we fine-tuned the outlines, got rid of some stuff, added in some more, and also added in a few extra roadways for that. And here you can see what the area looked like before. Obviously, this is a huge airport with this huge train line running all the way through it. And I feel like this might be one of my favorite time lapses. You can actually see how much the area has transformed just here. I kind of wish I went slightly more to the right, but this looks beautiful. And thankfully this little time lapse was done prior to the traffic jams, which I am now currently trying to fix off stream, but we don't need to talk about that. I think it looks wonderful. And thank you so much, as always, for watching this short little time lapse of this playthrough. We've been at this since early April. I believe my initial plans were April by the looks of things. So we will be finishing this before CS2 comes out. And as always, feel free to like, feel free to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.